Welcome everyone. We are glad that you have joined the webinar. It shows you are interested to learn something about markets. Surely, this 1 hour will be fruitful to you. Presenting speaker Mr. D. Praveen Kumar, a finance graduate. He is an MBA having a decade of experience in the market. He is a certified research and technical analyst too. So, I would like to welcome Mr. Praveen to continue with the proceedings.
Hi, welcome everyone to this webinar. So friends, am I audible? Please confirm.
Sir,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So first of all, I would like to thank everyone that you have taken some time to attend this webinar. So may I know who is what is your experience? Can anyone share their experience that they are just beginners or they are in the markets from the past 5 to 6 years, or what is their P&L? Are they in profits? Are were they in losses? Hmm? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Friends, can you just share your experience that from when you are there into the markets? You can speak, no problem. I want this session to be like an interactive one, okay? So it should not be like that. It should not be like one-way communication, okay? Feel free to discuss your experience, your profit and loss, everything, right?
Yeah, I am experienced.
Yeah, your name, please.
Yeah, my name is Pawan.
Okay,
I
Pawan,
have
I have talked with you in Facebook, right?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
But still I am learning, right?
Yeah, see, Pawan, that's very good thing that see we all are learners. Even I'm having a experience of more than a decade. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm having an experience of more than 10 years, but still I am learning. Market is supreme, right? Because
Correct.
remember one thing, friends: stock market is not a destination; it's just a journey. Destination means where you know what is the end point. But can anybody tell what is the end point of the stock market? Nobody can, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So who is the highest experienced guy who have joined right now? Is anyone having an experience of more than 5 years? I think all are having an experience of less than 2 years, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Right. So I request everyone to please switch off your audio, sorry, videos. Okay, please switch off your video. Right. Now, friends, the motto of this webinar is to make you aware of the passive income. Okay. So passive income means even if you don't have any idea about the technicals, then also you can make 12 to 15% per annum happily. Okay. See, uh, do you have FDs in your bank? Has anyone has made an FD in their respective banks? Do you have an FD in your banks?
No, sir.
No.
No. Yes. I think it's Pankaj, Ambience English, right?
Yes,
So how much, what is the amount, Pankaj?
around about 1 lakh.
1 lakh. Okay, what is your returns? I mean to say what the bank is offering.
I 3 to 4%.
Sorry.
3 to 4% annual.
Yeah, 3 to 4% annual, right? So do you think it's like a very good returns? Like just
No.
4,000 per annum, that means it's not less than, it's even less than 400 per month.
Hmm.
And after that, your monetary value, this inflation will be increasing, right? That means the price will be increasing year on year,
Hmm.
isn't it? ऐसा तो कभी
Yep.
नहीं है कि इस साल जो चीज हमको 10 रुपया में मिल रहा है अगले साल 5 रुपया में मिलेगा.
No.
No, it will not happen, never,
Hmm.
isn't it?
Hmm.
So that is first thing. Next thing is what? Suppose if you are in some tax bracket like 10%, 20%, 30%, so
Hmm.
you have to pay TDS also. That means
Yeah.
after 1 year, even though the bank receipt will show that you are getting a returns of 5,000, if you consider TDS as well as inflation, the value will be somewhere around 3,000. So it's not even 300 rupees per month, right? In this webinar, what I am going to teach you is there are some instruments, okay? If you invest in that in a SIP manner, that is systematic investment mode, then definitely your capital will be safe and you can happily earn 10 to 12%. Is it okay? Right.
Yeah.
So like this is my profile, friends. Okay. So I'm having an experience of more than 10 years in the markets. I'm an MBA grad and previously worked as a manager in Andhra Bank. And due to this passion in the markets, I have resigned from the bank and now I'm a full-time trader. Okay. Recently, from today onwards, I have started my website also. Okay. This is for all the people who are not able to spend, who are not able to give too much time to the markets, because they might be busy in their work or business, whatever it may be. Okay. So I will just a minute. I will show you my website. Okay. It will be helpful for everyone. Is my website visible, friends, to everyone?
Yes, yes.
It's
Yeah.
almost 90% over. Only few is left, but still I want to share it with all you people. Right? So here you can see some things. Okay. So please mute now. Some noise is coming. Whenever you have any queries, then you can unmute yourself. Okay. Next, again, we will go to Market Watch. Okay. Since you people are trading in the market, so what you can see that there are different type of streets which we have generated. You can see, right? It's from different sectors like auto, banks, energy, FMCG, isn't it? F&O stocks. Okay.
Yes.
Suppose tomorrow market opens. Okay. And if I want to trade in the markets, right? First of all, what you have to see is which sector is performing. Okay. Suppose auto sector is performing. So what I will do is I will directly open the auto sector. What I will do is I will directly open the auto sector. Right. So if I open the auto sector, you can see that all the different heavyweight stocks are visible here, right? Isn't it? And you can see the change percent also along with OHLC. So what will happen is it will automatically generate your buy and sell signals along with target as well as stop loss. And also you will get a 52-week high and 52-week low. So this can be very, very helpful for you friends if you want to generate some returns from the market.
So, Praveen, one question here.
Okay.
Will this seed be a dynamic like once the market
Yeah,
opens?
it's live market, live. It's
Okay.
dynamic. It will be changing. See, NSE data is delayed by 3 minutes. Okay. So based on it's the streets are directly linked with NSE, right? So still it will be helpful, friends, right? So how you can use this street is, suppose the opening price, here you are able to see, right? Open equals to low, buy, sell. Okay. Suppose if the opening price and low price of Ashok Leyland is same, then it will show as open equals to low here. And immediately you will get entry price and targets along with stop loss. Right? Suppose some another sector, take it as metals, for example. So if metal sector is performing, what you have to do is just open the metal sector sheet, Google Sheet, okay? You can see two colors, right? Green and red. Red means they are crashing and green means they are in uptrend. The stock is in uptrend. Okay. Since the metal sector is performing, you can open this sheet, right? And here you will get open equals to low, open equals to high. Okay. Here you will get your entry price. Here you will get your targets as well as your stop loss. So now tell me, friends, can this sheet be useful to you?
Yes.
Oh, of course, yes.
Absolutely.
Very useful, yes.
Yeah, because what we have done is we have what to say. Since see, I have also passed through this phase, right? So I can understand the pain if somebody loses his hard-earned money. Suppose if you all people are working, right? How much you are earning? 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. That means you are working for entire 1 month to get 50,000 or 30,000. But if you don't have knowledge and invest into the markets, that 30,000 will be wiped off in a single minute. Okay. So please try to use this website. I can definitely say that even if you don't profits, it's okay. If you don't make profits, if it's completely okay. But if you use this website now, definitely you will not make loss. That much I can assure you. Any sector, suppose realty, okay. If realty sector is performing, then you can see all the heavyweight stocks in the realty sector. Okay. Same concept, open, high, low, close. You will get the targets.
Praveen,
Yeah.
is it available in a mobile app or only website?
Mobile, right now it's better if you use in website only.
Okay.
I mean to say in laptop.
Yeah.
Okay. It will be very helpful if you use in laptop. Because if you use in laptop now, then you will get so many filters also. Okay, it's very difficult to apply all the filters in mobile, right? So you can use that.
Okay.
And here you are seeing a scrolling, right? So right now we have not updated anything because the market is closed. Here we will display the hot stocks which can perform in the next week. So that stocks will be scrolled here. Okay, in this scrolling, right?
Okay.
And suppose if you people are traders, okay, if you are having an experience, then from here itself you can visit NSE website also. Okay. For example, if I want to see like live watches, okay, equity section, it will be directly linked to NSE. You will be directed to NSE website. Right?
Can we get the upcoming IPOs update here?
Yeah, we will be uploading everything now. We will be uploading everything in here, EOD analysis. Okay, you will be knowing about everything that what has happened in the market and about the upcoming events also, about the IPOs, everything. Okay. And this finally is about DMAT. Since we have tied up with Zerodha, if anybody want to open their account in Zerodha, they can simply log in here and they can open their account. Right? So this is all about the markets. And if you want to learn something, okay, then I have designed like so many courses. You can see the technicals, fundamentals, how to trade using stocks, okay, how to trade F&O, everything. And the price is also like very reasonable. It will vary somewhere around 800 to 2,500, 3,000. That's it, maximum.
What is the cost of FNO?
Sorry?
FNO. What is the cost of FNO?
What is the cost of, we will like update it to in 1 to 2 days and I will let you know. Okay. It will not be more than I told you now. If you want to take like a long-term course, then it can cost up to like 12 to 13K. But if you take like short-term course, like segment wise, then it will not cost more than 3,000 rupees, max to max. I'm telling the upper limit because the course fee is from 799 to 2,999 max. That's it.
Yeah.
So we have designed like various courses also. If you people are interested, then you can pick up any of the course. Okay. And one more thing, before enrolling into the course, you people want some demo, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that pop-up will also be displayed. here. I have already recorded a demo session. If you people want it, then you can please ping me. I can send you the demo session as of now.
That's great.
And and if you people have any like queries, then there is a live chat box also. You can easily chat with us. We will get back to you whenever we get the time. Okay. So I'm not going to take so much time on my website, friends. So hope it is clear. Okay. So
Yeah.
if you want to trade, you can happily make use of this website, and you can refer it to your friends also. It's absolutely free. You can get all the information here in MarketWatch, right? So let's now go on to our PPT. Now, since you people are there in the market, so in which segment you are trading? Stocks or commodities or forex?
FNO.
Equity only.
F&O segment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Equity.
Equity only.
So who told F&O? May I know his name?
Me. Same here. Pankaj.
Oh, okay.
Sairam.
Okay, Pankaj. So you are trading in F&O.
Yeah.
Sairam.
Sairam. Okay, what is your experience, Sairam?
Sir, I have 1 year experience.
Okay. So you are doing quite good, or you are in losses or profits? What your status now? Present situation?
Sir, up to 6 months, I had seen 55K loss,
Okay.
and then
Okay. Then
it was too good, sir.
you lost.
I covered our losses and earning more than what I want.
Okay. Okay. Then it's too good.
That's great.
It's great, but see what is happening. Like if you want to, like, if you are earning, then it's good. But if you want to earn consistently now, you have to be very, very careful. I can only
Sure, sir.
tell you one thing, that please upgrade your skills first, because
Of course, sir.
this is what it's like an ocean. One fine day, if you don't improve our skills now, don't mind, but it can take our entire capital. It happened with me also when I ventured into F&O without having any knowledge. Okay, so right now, see, what we will discuss is, has anybody heard about these ETFs?
No, sir.
See,
Exchange trading fund. right?
yeah, this is exchange traded fund. But the thing is, can anybody buy Nifty 50? See, can anybody guarantee me that this stock will be there for the next 100 years? Can you tell any stock which can be there forever still stock market exists?
No, sir.
There is not a single stock, because we can't, doesn't matter how good a company is right now, but we don't know what will happen after 100 years or 200 years, whether that company will be there or not. But I can guarantee you that Nifty will be there forever. Can Nifty be closed?
No.
No.
Can Nifty go bankrupt?
No.
No, sir.
Not at all. Isn't it? Nifty can't go bankrupt, and Nifty can't be zero. Isn't it? And Nifty can't be zero. So instead of depositing my money into the banks, why not to invest in Nifty? Because we all know that Nifty can't be zero, Nifty can't go bankrupt. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Isn't it? So let's go to the charts. Okay, I will show you the chart. Yes. If you have any doubts, then you can ask. Okay, don't hesitate. Right. So are you able to see the chart, friends? Nifty 50.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
I'm opening a monthly chart. Okay, I'm opening a monthly chart. So right now, from 2012 to 2021, did Nifty anywhere became zero? we all invested in Yes Bank. I mean, we means most of the retailers got stuck in Yes Bank, isn't it?
Yes.
How much they have lost? 90%, 95%. Some have lost their assets. Some have lost their properties, everything. Same happened with DHFL. Same happened with Arcom. Same happened with PC Jewelers. Same happened with Talwarkar's Gym. That means if you don't do any proper R&D, then there is a high probability that we can lose everything. What is the state of Yes Bank now? If you invest in Yes Bank, your capital will be blocked for 3 years. So can anybody guarantee me that if I invest in Yes Bank today, after 3 years, I will get a positive returns?
Can't say.
You can't. Even nobody can say. Even I can't also say, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but if I tell you that please put your money in Nifty, definitely you will get a positive returns after 10 years. That much I can guarantee. You people, see, friends, one thing, please remember, to whomever you follow, okay? I'm not telling that follow me or take my classes, nothing like that. You can join everywhere, anywhere, your wish. But the thing is, whatever the mentor is teaching now, there has to be some logic. Okay, we can't talk just in the air. Okay, now what you can see in the right hand side, what is the value of Nifty, or you can see here, OHLC means open, high, low, close. Okay, what is the closing value, friends, here in 2011?
5K.
5,000 rupees. I mean, sorry, 5,000 points. Isn't it? Recently, Nifty touched 15,000. So your capital multiplied by 2x in a span of 10 to 12 years. Isn't it? That means if you would have invested 5 lakhs, for example, in Nifty, you would have 15 lakhs as of now. See, don't worry about this corrections, crashes, everything, because it's common in the markets. If you would have invested same amount in FDs 10 to 12 years back, how much returns? Not even 7 to 8K, sorry, lakhs, isn't it?
Yes.
But here, I can easily see in the charts that my capital has multiplied by 2x. So why to invest in FDs? Why to invest in RDs? Why to invest in post office savings? See, even if you have an FD, you have to visit bank to close your FD, right?
Right.
Suppose you have made a FD of 5 lakhs. Can you ask the bank, sir, please give me 2.5 lakhs, rest 2.5 lakhs, you take it with yourself, you keep it with you?
No.
Is it possible?
No.
It's not possible at all. But if you have a Nifty 50 instrument in your portfolio and it's worth 15 lakhs, you can happily, suppose tomorrow you want 10 lakhs, you no need to tell anyone. Just open your account, sell shares, ETFs worth of 10 lakhs, and by evening, the amount will be credited to your bank account. Isn't that simple? Isn't it? Now, the thing is, why I'm stressing on this point that you have to invest in Nifty 50. Because Nifty 50 can't go bankrupt. There are 50 companies. If one company goes bankrupt, it is the headache of the exchange. That bankrupt company will be replaced by some another good company. Isn't it? So to invest in Nifty 50 ETFs. So Nifty ETFs, they are nothing but they are exchange traded funds. Okay, ETFs are exchange traded funds and they are listed on exchanges. But if you want to invest in ETFs, you should have Demat account. Without Demat account, you can't invest. Is it clear, friends? And you can invest in ETFs and you can trade intraday also. See, in stocks, we are doing intraday. Sometimes we can, as some of my friends told that Sairam, I think, he lost like 55,000 earlier. But now he recovered, it's good point. But you can't lose 55,000 in ETFs. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So from the past 1 to 2 years, you all are there in the markets, right?
Yes, sir.
So in the month of March, you saw a massive crash, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what everybody
Yeah.
was doing, they were running out from the markets because they have made a huge loss like 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs like that. But if you would have known the concept of ETF that time, definitely you would have generated a good amount of returns. In stocks, what we have to do is whenever the market is rising, then only we have to buy the stocks. See friends, many people do a common mistake that whenever the stock is crashing now, then only they will buy, because we don't know till what limit the stock will go, isn't it? But
Yeah.
whenever market is crashing, that is the time to invest your in ETFs. The concept in stocks is buy high, sell higher. But when it comes to ETFs, what you have to do is first let the market crash, then you invest. When the market is in uptrend, invest in stocks. When the market is in downtrend, invest in ETFs. Is it clear?
Okay.
Being an investor or a trader, our concept is we should not block our account. We should not block our funds. Because if we block our funds, it will not create a single penny also. Isn't it? Because what will be the status of our portfolio? It will be in deep red and we will be in panic. If you do have knowledge about technicals, then you can manage your account. But I'm talking about those people who don't have any knowledge about the markets, but still want to generate 12 to 15%. So for those people, remember friends, whenever you see a crash of 5 to 10%, you invest something in your selected ETFs, right? So ETFs, with which ETFs you have to go? See, you can see like Nifty Bees in my account, right? In my watch list. Okay, simply in search button, type Nifty ETF. So you can see Nippon India ETF, isn't it? So you have to select that. If I open a weekly chart, see during the month of March, there was a crash, right? And if I would have known this concept earlier, now friends, tell me what is the closing price of Nifty Bees in March?
51.91.
Yeah, let's take it a round figure 92. Sorry, 90. Just now we witnessed somewhere around 180. See what is the highest price? 180. Isn't it? That means without any tension, without having zero knowledge about the technicals, about the markets, your capital got doubled. Without having zero knowledge about technicals. So if I have such instrument in the market, why I should deposit or block my amount in this post office or banks? Are you getting my point?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Because it can't be zero, never. See, if I will open a long-term chart of Nifty Bees,
One question.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, tell.
How will we know? How will we know that we have to invest at 90?
See, how we have to know is there are two things. Okay. First, either you can invest in lump sum amount, okay, or you can invest whenever there is a crash of 5 to 10%. Because see, what I told in the beginning of the class that Nifty cannot go bankrupt or it cannot be zero. Okay. Suppose Nifty came down like from 15,000 to 4,000. 4,000 से क्या zero होगा?
Impossible.
Sorry?
No,
No.
it will not.
It is not possible. That means we know
but
that even though Nifty is crashing now, but sooner or later again it will go up.
Yeah, right.
correct.
But
but
can anybody give me guarantee that if the stock is crashing, it can move up in the future? Because see, जब तक fraud बाहर नहीं आता है, तब तक all companies are very good.
Yes.
Whenever a fraud comes, then people start talking about a stock. Unnecessarily we have invested, they have committed this much of fraud, that much money laundering, okay, mismanagement of funds, XYZ things. And people will talk whenever you find a fraud in that company. जब तक सही चलता है तब तक तो सब सही लगता है, बहुत अच्छी कंपनी है. किसने सोचा था यस बैंक इतना लाइक चोर निकलेगा? Who thought about DHFL? Brand ambassador was Shahrukh Khan. Isn't it?
correct. But my question is,
Yeah.
how do we know that it is the fall where we have to invest more?
Yeah,
And
I will
how
show you that one also. I will show you that one also. Okay. But right now I'm trying to like tell you people about the importance of ETFs. Right?
So, one question, Praveen, here. Like, suppose you are saying correct, but how one person know that this company is good or not? Like, at the time of Yes Bank, like Yes Bank went to 1500 as well. Sorry, 500.
Exactly.
But like nobody knows like Yes Bank was
For
come to
that,
this
see,
stage.
yeah. See, whenever you are into the markets now, there is always ifs and buts. Okay. Whenever you are entering into a stock, it has two parameters. Either it will hit your target or it will hit your stop loss. Agreed?
Agreed.
Okay. This is the first parameter. Okay. We have to keep in our mind. Next thing is we have to follow some technical stuff. Technical thing. Okay. And I have to stick to that. So are you following any technical stuff like indicators, price action, open interest, XYZ? Are you following anything or simply investing?
I started following now, but earlier I was not following because I am investing for long term,
Oh,
like
your good
just
name, please.
Pavan.
Okay, Pawan. See, I will show you some simple concept. Okay, suppose Yes Bank, right? See, we have to make some rules. Okay, I can't explain everything in detail, but I will show you a single parameter. Okay, what I will do is I will open a weekly chart. Okay, this is weekly chart, right? And what I will do is I will go to studies and I will apply moving average. Okay, what I will use? I will use 50 EMA. Okay, and my thumb rule is whenever the stock is above 15 EMA, 50 EMA, I will buy, and whenever the stock comes below 50 EMA on weekly basis, I will exit from the stock. Okay, is this condition clear?
Yes.
Okay, so what I will do is, see, at this point, the price was quoting above 50 EMA. This white line, this is a simple parameter, friends. Even if you follow this one now, even if you don't make profits, it's okay, but definitely you can save a lot of capital. Here, the price is quoting above 50 moving average, right? So my condition is whether to buy or sell, I can go with buy because the price is above 50 moving average on weekly basis. Again, you got a pullback. Okay. But right now, here what happened, you see, the price has closed completely below the moving average. Suppose somebody is stuck at a price of 400 rupees. So it's better to exit at 350. Because my chart is telling me that you please exit from the stock, something wrong is there. So when chart is telling us, we have to obey the charts. So if you won't exit, suppose you entered at 400, now the stock is telling us to exit at 350. You don't be adamant. I have done so much analysis. Yes Bank is a very good bank. Why to exit? If you
Yeah.
350, the price is 15 rupees.
Parveen,
Yeah.
I'm using 44 moving average. So is this correct?
44, see, there has to be some logic, right? 44 means on what basis you are using 44? See, if you use the Fibonacci now, Fibonacci means either you can go with 9, 21, 34, okay, 89. So there has to be some logic. See, if I use, okay, simple technique. This is a daily chart, right? Take any example like Tata Chemicals. Tata Chemicals. My simplest logic for intraday is if the stock is trading above 5 exponential moving average, then it's a buy for me and I will use a 15-minute chart. Is this point clear to you? Now you can ask me that why you are using 5 moving average? Why not other?
Yes.
Short term.
See, shorter, longer, it's okay. But what is the logic behind that? 5 moving average means it's a moving average of the 5 trading days.
Yes, yes, yes. Right.
Means 1 week.
Yes, right.
So when the price is quoting below 5 moving average means it has broken the average price of 1 week. Are you people understanding the logic behind it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
So see, like that you have to develop the habits to read the charts or to analyze whatever you are doing. Whatever you are doing, the friends, okay, I'm not telling you to learn so many things. Just focus on one thing and you master in that particular topic. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, one more question. You said that if we need money, we can
Louder
simply
now,
sell.
I'm not able to listen you.
Yeah, one more question that you said that when we need money from fixed deposit, we have to close the fixed deposit and take out. But here we can sell it. But suppose the market is going down and I am in my job has lost and like I need a money at that time only, and I take out my money at that time, I will
What you have
be
to see, I
totally.
got your point. See, whatever you have to do is you have to always keep stop loss in your system, because whether you are trading intraday or whether you are trading for long term, because if you don't use stop loss in your system, then your entire capital will be wiped off. As you said, suppose you are working, your boss called you and you are in meeting, but markets will not wait for you, right? That you are in meeting, I will wait for you, I will not crash, isn't it? So if you apply stop loss in your system, then you can exit with a, suppose your risk bearing capacity is 10%. You invested 1 lakh and maximum you can take 10% risk. So put 10% stop loss into your system so that even if the market crashes, you can save 90% of your capital. But if you don't apply stop loss and when your meeting is over, you will get only 20,000.
Most of the time when we put stop loss, at that time it will
See, we
execute
are
it,
just
and
getting
after that
diluted
only
in
the
the topic.
market will go
So
up.
if you have such doubts, you can ping me later, okay? Because that is all about technical stuff, right? So we are discussing about this one, Nippon ETFs. Okay. So the best ETF right now which is available is Nifty Bees. And I will show you how you have to invest. So what you have to do is simply you open a weekly chart. Okay. Remove this moving average, go to studies, apply RSI. Okay, this is one thing. RSI, okay. Now, what you have to do is just mark the settings as 70 and 30. Okay. So remember, whenever the RSI, okay, whenever you can see a RSI below 30, please mute your audio. See here in this area, okay, I will 70, I'm marking it as green and 30 red, okay. So whenever you can see red areas in RSI, happily you can invest. You can invest lump sum amount, how much you want. It's completely your capacity. 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, it's completely up to you. Because I know Nifty will definitely move upside. If not sooner than later. Isn't it? So this, have you seen any red portion areas here? Except this one? No. So I will invest only when the RSI is in this red zone. Let's check previously whether I got any opportunity or not. It's Saturday, right? I think Zerodha is not working. Okay. Have you understand the logic, friends? When you have to invest in Nifty ETFs, okay. Simply add RSI to the charts and make the settings as 70-30. Whenever you see a dip and the RSI is below 30, you can invest lump sum according to your investment capacity. Is it okay? Is it clear?
Yes, Praveen. One question here, like this is for this, like we have to continuously watch the chart and everything.
No, you
like,
don't have to continuously watch the charts. Just on Friday evening. That's why I have taken a weekly chart now. Just you open the chart on Friday evening. That's it. Whenever you come to from the office, if not Saturday, Friday, then Saturday. If you see the RSI and there is a dip below 30, Monday, as soon as the market opens, you invest your amount. Suppose you want to invest 1 lakh, at least you invest for 50,000. And even if you see a further crash, another invest 50,000. Is it clear? You don't have to monitor. Just open the Nifty B charts on Saturday. That's it.
What is RSI stands for?
RSI is Relative Strength Index. Okay. And that is altogether a different topic. Just what you can do is just go to studies, type RSI, okay, and go to settings, make the levels as 70 and 30. Okay. I have marked it like green and red for your understanding purpose. And whenever the RSI is below 30, on weekly basis, simply invest whatever you want. Right?
right.
This is one way of investing into the markets.
But this RSI less than 30, we get it very once in a while opportunity. Right?
That's what I'm telling you. No? See, market is all about patience. 80% of your money is made in 20% of the time. If you want to make money every day, then definitely someday you will lose everything. See, even I have more than 10 years of experience. I don't trade every day. I don't invest every day. Still we are earning decent amount of returns. Because Many people are thinking what they think, as soon as the market opens, I will jump into the market and I will earn. That is completely wrong. You forget about me. You can ask any professional trader. Even if they are intraday traders now, for entire 1 month, they will hardly take 8 to 10 trades. That's it. Because friends, you have to trade for yourselves, not for the brokers. Whenever you can see a dip below 30, okay, you can invest, right? You can invest. This is one thing. That is, this is through lump sum. There is another way which is called as SIP mode. SIP is nothing but systematic investment plan. See, if you are doing mutual funds, then you are doing through SIP mostly, right? So here also what you can do is you have to invest in SIP mode. SIP mode means forget about RSI, forget about all the stuff. Simply whenever the price, the Nifty corrects by 5%, you invest something. It's completely up to you, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. Okay. Whenever you can see a dip in a Nifty by 5%, again you can invest something. So like that also you can go. So it's completely dependent upon your investment capacity, right? So first thing is you can go lump sum, where you have to open Nifty weekly charts, open RSI and make the settings at 70-30, and whenever you can see weekly RSI below 30, invest. Right? Is this clear? Is it clear, friends?
Yes, Praveen, in the mid, your voice is going.
Oh, there was some disconnection, I think. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of this Nifty 50, friends. Okay, so somewhere around in March, if my voice is breaking up, please intimate, okay? Then I can repeat that things again. Now, what you can see in the month of March, there was a dip in Nifty, right? And it made a low of 2,252. This is just like 2-3 months back chart, okay? So from 2,200, you can see a journey up to 13K. Right now, it's more than 15K, right? See, it will always give you an opportunity. One of my friend asked that how to understand when to like invest at what price. See, you can see that from 2,200, it went up to 6,300. Again, it has given a dip, isn't it? Again, it came back to 4,500. From there, again, it went up to 9,000. Again, 6,800. Isn't it? So you will get the opportunities always. Right? You will get an opportunity always. That is, but you have to wait patiently. From 6,800, Nifty went up to 12,500. Again, it has made a dip. From there, again, it went up to 12,700. So what I told, whenever the broader index is moving higher, you have to buy the stocks. That means buy high and sell higher. But ETFs, you have to do exactly the reverse. Whenever you see a dip, you see a correction, then only you have to invest in ETFs. Is it clear? Hello?
Why, like, again, can we go on a monthly investment plan, something like that? And what is the loss in doing like continuous investment also? Like, it is always going higher.
See, it's always going higher, but let me complete this slide, then I will come back to you, okay? So have you taken this screenshot, friends? Next, take this screenshot also. When Nifty was somewhere around 2200, your Nifty Bs was 23. From there, it went up to 6400, right? And it made a high of 64. So from 2009 to 2011, in a span of just 2 years, your investment got doubled. That is, from 23, it went up to 64. Again, you saw a dip in Nifty, right? Here, somewhere around from 6,400 to 4,500. So whenever you see this massive dip, again invest. So when Nifty was trading at 4,500, Nifty B was 46. And from there, it made a high of 9,200. So simultaneously, your ETF also doubled in the same time. Okay. So this is the like safest means of investment. Now you ask your question. Hello.
Yeah, Praveen, one question here. Like most
Yeah,
people say that if we do investing in a stock market, we do it for long term. Okay.
Yeah. Once again, repeat, please.
People generally say if you invest in a stock market, generally you should be for long term, not for short term or.
Exactly.
So like in such cases, like people invested in Yes Bank and they lost their all of the money. Like I just telling like my experience. I have seen many videos on YouTube. Like they told on that, like they have told a story of Wipros and MRF, and so people buy some share and forget about it. And after 20 or 30 years back, like they saw a huge return. They are not able to imagine that kind of
I understood. I got your
so
point. Your
like
good name, please.
how like
Your good name?
Pavan.
Oh yeah, Pawan. Okay. So Pawan, see, earlier, what used to happen is there was no electronic mode, isn't it?
Yes.
All were like remats, not demat. They used to give share certificates, isn't it? See, it's completely dependent upon our psychology. See how much technicals and fundamentals
Your
you
voice is
are.
not coming, Praveen.
Again, it's breaking. Is it now audible?
Hello.
Yeah. Just a minute. The power came, so that's why I think there is some problem. Now, am I audible now? Hello? Now, friends, am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah. So there are, don't mind, there are some power fluctuations in this area right now. That's why. Okay. So, see, it's completely what I told, it completely dependent upon psychology, isn't it? Now tell me, Pawan, if you invested 1 lakh rupees, okay, and it went up to 1,50,000, will you withdraw or will you stay invested?
I will stay invested. I am doing so currently. But my question is like, suppose I have invested in Infosys, okay,
Okay.
Some time back, I was getting like a very good return, and now the price is going down. So like that's why like I know like it some like nothing bad will happen in process.
Okay.
But be sure like again like the same question, like we have to monitor like I cannot leave a thing like just buy the stock and leave it.
Yeah. See,
Right?
I got your point. See, suppose you have like it's the capital is huge. Okay. Huge means suppose if you have at least 30 lakhs of portfolio.
Yes.
Okay. Suppose you have 30 lakhs of portfolio. What you can do is you have to always hedge your portfolio by selling your first thing you have to hedge your portfolio, right? Next thing is you have to sell call options to generate a monthly return. This is altogether a different stuff, but I'm just giving you a snapshot. That's it. If you have 30 lakhs of portfolio, then what you have to do is you have to hedge it. First thing. Okay. And second thing is you have to sell monthly call options to generate some returns. But I don't have 30 lakhs. I have invested only 1 lakh. Okay, this is the second option. I don't have 30 lakhs. I have invested only 1 lakh, but I want to stay invested. In markets, there are two types of profits. First is notional and another one is booked. Until the profit is booked, it is not in my pockets, right?
Correct.
So what I have to do is I have small capital, but still I want to earn something from the markets. Then it's better to book the partial profits. On 1 lakh, I for like 6 months, I got a return of 20%. Better to book this 20% and keep it in my pocket. And again, I will move on to some another stock because my capital size is less. Isn't it? If your capital size is less and if you want to hedge your portfolio. Now tell me one thing, friends, whether insurance is made for huts or whether it's for bungalows. Insurance is made for huts or it's for bungalows?
Bungalows.
Bungalows. Because we have to pay some hedging cost, right? What will be the cost of a hut? I'm just giving you a practical example. That's it. Huh? It's not more than 50K. But cost of a bungalow, it will be somewhere around 2 CR. If I want to protect my bungalow with insurance, then the insurance cost will be somewhere around 1 lakh. And if the hut cost is 50K, how can I pay 1 lakh rupees? Okay, so my suggestion is please mute your sound, some noise is coming. So my suggestion is if you have small capital, then please keep on booking your profits. But if you have a larger size, then first thing is you have to hedge your portfolio and you have to sell CE monthly options to generate a returns. Okay.
What is hedge here, Praveen?
See, hedging, again, what I will do is, I will go to my website. Okay. Is my website visible?
Yes, yes.
See, the second option is called as a hedging. You click on that. It's altogether a different topic. Huh? Suppose if you have experience in the market, then only you can understand this. Suppose you have these 5 stocks in your portfolio like LT, SBI, Pajfin, HDFC, BEL. Then you have to put all your investment amounts along with beta. Beta you will get in investing.com. So this is altogether a different topic. Okay. So if you want to know more about hedging, you can ping me later. Okay. But if somebody is having experience, then definitely they can use this one. Okay. In layman terms, I am telling, suppose your portfolio is of 13 lakhs. Okay. If there is a crash tomorrow, okay, how much is the crash? 1000 points. Then your portfolio will be reduced by 75,000. Your portfolio will be reversed by will be you will lose 75,000 in your portfolio. But if you hedge your portfolio, so by hedging you will generate 75,000. So what is the value of total portfolio? 13 lakhs, isn't it? Because by one way you are losing 75k, and if you are hedging, from there you will get 75k, so that your portfolio will not be disturbed. Right? So this is altogether a different concept, friends. Okay. Now, see,
Praveen, can you go to the earlier slide, please? Just 1 minute. I'll take a screenshot of.
I think Raj is talking, right? Raj or Raj?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can do one thing. You can just visit my website.
Okay.
It's all the things are there.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. So if you do one thing, you please visit our website, and if you have any doubts, then we can discuss in tomorrow's session.
Done.
So you mean to say, Praveen, like if we are getting profit, so we should partially book profit as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. We have to partially book profits because our capital size is small now. We can't hedge our portfolio. We can't sell options.
No, I'm just I do not I don't have interest right now in FNO. I'm just talking about equity.
Okay.
Like suppose if I say in my one of the stock Tata Elxsi, I am getting more than 200% return.
Okay.
Suppose if I would have sell at some percentage, then I would have lost that profit.
Okay.
So that is my question. Like in some stock, I am getting very good profit.
Okay.
But in some, I am not getting that one. But companies are good. So that is my concern. Like
I got your point. See, there are two things, right? First is yearly. Suppose my target is to generate 100% per annum, just like what you said. Okay. So for this entire 1 year, what I have to do is I have to go through up and downs of so many up and downs. Okay. I have to bear all such things. Right. So if you can bear that up and downs, then you can stay invested. But if you ask me what you will do, Praveen, I will keep booking my profits, because tomorrow what will happen, I don't know. So if I am able to generate, say for example, 10% per month, then I can happily take that 10%, because then also if you can compound it and if you calculate the yearly returns, it's more than 100%. Isn't it? So it's completely depend upon your risk appetite and your psychology. If you want to hold, if you can face all the crashes, corrections, everything, then you can stay invested. Okay. And in a portfolio, suppose if you are holding a portfolio of 10 stocks, then hardly 5 to 6 stocks will perform. And Pawan, from when you are in the markets?
I am like in the market from long time, but initially I lost so much.
I mean to say, when you have started investing to get this type of returns?
No, seriously say from last 2 years, but I am investing from long time back. But at that time I was not very serious. So like from
Yeah,
last.
I got your point. But one more thing now, see, in the last 1 year, whatever you have seen people now, like V-shaped recovery, it hasn't happened in the entire history of stock markets.
Correct.
See, okay, see, just I want to like advise, just I want to tell you people that what is the reality behind the markets. See, right now, if you see the history of past 1 year now, whatever stocks you have invested, not even anybody, it has jumped like anything.
Yes.
First thing, right?
I agreed. Yes.
Yeah, but this is not the like real scenario. Okay. So if you are getting like 200%, 300%, it's too good. But the thing is, it's all about consistency. Remember one thing, you all heard about Warren Buffett, right? Since you are in the markets, his CAGR is 21%. Still he is the richest person few time back, but still he is the richest person in stock market field. So if somebody is earning 21% consistently throughout his career, then believe me, after every 3.5 years, its capital got doubled. Its capital will be doubled. Right? That's why I'm telling you, keep booking your profits at regular intervals. Suppose you invested 1 lakh, okay, it became 3 lakhs. Okay, you invested 1 lakh and it became 3 lakhs. So what you have to do is invest 2 lakhs worth of shares so that your capital is saved. You have generated some decent profit. Even if you lose something out of the rest of 1 lakh, your capital will be safe and you have came out from the stock with decent profits. Okay, next move on to our this one again, Nifty ETFs. See, from the past 2008 to 2020, Nifty has grown by 465%. Isn't it? That means the capital whichever you have invested, it has grown by 5x. Isn't it? Because in 2008, Nifty BIS was trading at 23. 2020, it touched 147, and recently it touched 180 also. Right? So if you don't want to spend too much time in the markets, then better to go with Nifties. Right? Recently, you all have seen a rally in Nifty PSU banks, isn't it? But can anybody tell me which is the best PSU bank, where I have to invest, which one, this, that? If you don't have...
SBI only.
Yeah, someone will say SBI, someone will say BOB, someone will say Canara Bank, someone will be PNB, for example, right? But why, who I am there to select this is good, this is bad? The best thing is, first of all, go to Nifty PSU bank sector, okay? If you see, if you people have a bit of basic knowledge about support and resistance, you can clearly see that when the sector has crossed 1700 levels, it has given a breakout. Isn't it? Just I have to focus on the sector, not a particular stock. Am I clear? So here the stock has given a breakout. What was the date? Say for example, 1st Jan 2021. So instead of going with stocks, what I will do is I will invest in Nifty Bs. I will invest in PSU Bank Bs. PSU Bank Bs. Because I don't have idea which stock is good, which stock is bad. But I know that PSU banks are performing good. So 2021, what was the price? Exactly, it has given a breakout there, right? What was the closing price, friends? Hello? What was the closing price here?
20.
Somewhere around 18 rupees, right? Because I don't want to go with stocks because I don't know when which stock will become bankrupt. Since it has given a sector breakout, I will go with Nifty PSU Bs. It was quoting at 18 rupees. It went up to 30. So you can calculate your returns. It has given like more than 60%, right? That to safe investments. Why I will go with stocks? Why to face up and downs? So much of tension. Are you getting my point?
Yes, Praveen.
Yes.
Okay, because I don't want to go with stocks. I don't want to, because you all people are working now. I think nobody is here a full-time trader.
Yes, yes.
So if
That's
you are a full-time trader, then go with stocks. But for stocks, you have to give the screen time. It's not like that you invested into intraday and you went into your meeting, and when you saw there was a biggest crash and you cursed the market, you scold the market. It's good, bad, casino, XYZ, gambling. Because the problem is not with market, the problem with is with us. Who has told to enter into intraday and leave the
Praveen,
positions open?
How do you know it's a breakout?
See, how do you know it? Me, which one?
For PU. Yeah.
Sorry.
For you said right, some 17 is a breakout. How do you know it's a breakout?
Some noise is coming. Yeah, which one? Please tell me.
No, you said that the 17 is the breakout, right? For
See,
PSU.
70, I told you that for that you have to be like a bit of technical analysis. See, simply 17 or 18 is a breakout means from here you can see a drawdown, right? Again it went up, but it is not able to cross this area. Again it came down, again it went up, isn't it? So whenever the stock is touching this 18 levels, sorry, PSU bank ETFs, you are getting a drawdown. But this time what happened? It has crossed comfortably. That means it has given a breakout. Went up, again came down, and again started moving up. This is called as a breakout pullback setup. So forget about all the jargons now. Whenever I see that Nifty PSU banks are performing, my intention is I should not go with stocks because I don't have time to monitor. So better I will go with ETFs. If I stay invested from 20 to 30 also, still also I made a decent returns now. Somewhere around close to 50%, and 50% in a month, like 2 months time, it's not bad at all. Are you getting my point? 50% is too good returns, right? So this is how you can invest in Nifty ETFs as well as Nifty Bank Bs, Nifty PSU Bs, because they are the most liquid instruments, right? Now, let's move on to the last topic of our session, right? Which is,
Praveen sir.
so yeah, tell
doubt.
me.
No, the difference between Nifty and Nifty Bs, how to?
See, Nifty is an index.
Ah,
It's just a number. We can't invest in Nifty.
okay.
Okay. But if I take Nifty ETFs, that means it's a basket of securities. Which securities? Nifty 50 stocks.
Okay.
Is my whiteboard visible?
Yes.
Yeah. Nifty is an index. We can't invest.
Okay.
But Nifty ETF, it's a basket of Nifty 50 stocks.
Okay.
So if I am investing, I am purchasing 1 unit, okay, of Nifty ETF. Right now the price is somewhere around 170. Okay, I think 170. So if I am taking 1 unit of 170 means by spending 170 rupees, I am able to buy all the 50 stocks.
Okay.
Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So if all the 50 stocks can't go bankrupt, right?
Ah, yeah.
1 or 2 stocks will go bankrupt, but that is the headache of the exchange now. Those 2 stocks will be replaced by some another 2 stocks.
Yes.
But our Nifty ETF investment is safe. Is it clear?
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So now today's last discussion or last topic of this webinar is, many people are interested to invest in US companies, right? But if you want to invest, first of all, what you have to see is your capital is safe or not. Capital protection is the most important thing. Okay, if you don't have capital, then you will be thrown out of the market forever.
Yes.
So a small, like apart from ETF and Nifty ETF, there is one more instrument where you can invest, and that instrument is called as
Mutual fund.
Motilal Oswal Nasdaq 100 fund.
Is this mutual fund, right?
It's not a mutual fund, it's an ETF. See, there is a difference between a mutual fund and an ETF. ETFs you can buy anytime during live market. They can be traded just like stocks. But if you want to buy a mutual fund, can you suppose that, because mutual funds works on the parameter of NAV, right? Based on NAV only, you will be allocated units. If NAV of any particular mutual fund is trading at 30, can you tell to your mutual fund manager that, sir, whenever it comes to 25, you please put an order for me? You can't tell, right? Because if you want to purchase that mutual fund, then only you have to purchase at 30 rupees. That is the EOD NAV of that particular mutual fund. See, don't get confused, huh? It's just an ETF. Okay? And the next thing is, these are all the major stocks in which Motilal invest, like Oswal and 100 companies has invested. Top 10 companies of this fund, of this ETF. Now you guys tell me, see what you are saying, that these 10 top companies, they have a weightage of 58% in this particular fund. Now tell me, friends, do you think that these companies will go bankrupt? Will these companies will go bankrupt? Do you think Microsoft will be bankrupt or Google will be bankrupt?
No.
Isn't it? So before investing in any funds now, we have to see the weightage in which particular companies they have invested. So it can't go bankrupt. That means whatever my investment, it will be safe. Because these top 10 companies, they have constituted 58%. See? This is the allocation, right? Across different sectors. So they have given weightage to mainly IT, communication, and consumer discretionary. No real estate, no materials, no energy, no financials, no utilities. And if you see the performance, see, this blue line is of Nasdaq 100 fund. And this orange line, which you can see, is of Nifty 5500. So if Nasdaq 100 is giving me a better returns than Nifty 500, then why I will stick with Nifty 500 fund? See, remember one thing, friends. See, how much you are earning is not that much important, but how you are able to multiply your earnings, that is important. Two people will earn same amount of money, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. But at the end of the day, one is left with debts and other one will go on multiplying his investments. Market is open for everyone, right? There is no restrictions, but we have to find the suitable instruments. So if you see the performance of Nasdaq 100 for the past 9 years, it's more than 21%. And I told you Warren Buffett CAGR is 21. So without any headache, if I'm able to get 22%, why I will go with FDs and RDs? Tell me. Isn't it?
So Praveen, there is no risk involved in this fund, right? Motilal. So there is no risk involved in this Motilal Oswal ETF, right?
No risk. See, risk will be there. What? See, risk will be when we enter at higher levels. isn't it? Risk is when we enter at higher levels. See, risk means what? Whenever we are seeing some loss, it's a risk. And whenever we are seeing some profits, it's a reward for us. Isn't it? So before investing into any funds, just now we discussed about ETFs. What are ETFs? Is there any risk? Yes, of course, risk will be there, but it will be minimized because the investment is diversified across different stocks, Nifty 50 stocks. We have to all, if you are not full time now, if you are not giving to the, like what is it, gives time to the market, then better to go with basket of securities instead of investing in one stock. See, for the past 1 year, this Nasdaq 100, if you have invested 1,20,000, that is 10,000 per month, it has given a value of 1.5 lakhs. That means a return of almost 56%. And for the past 10 years, the returns generated is 26%. See, 26% per annum, to many people it will seem like, okay, it's too less. If when I'm going to equities class, 26% is too less, right? But if you see the compounding effect, your 12 lakhs will move to 48 lakhs. That means your capital has grown by 4x. Isn't it? This is our contact number. So you can reach through a mobile, email, website, Twitter, whatever you want, right? So if you have any questions, you can ask. I will be there for another 5 to 10 minutes. So if you have any queries, please ask. See, this is an excellent quote by Brian Tracy, right? If you invest 3% of your income in yourself in order to guarantee your future. If you want to, this is the like one of the best quotes. Yeah, tell me.
Shiva here, Praveen. How are you?
Your voice is, who is talking is not audible at all.
Hello?
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 Hello? See, friends, what I would insist is before you want to make
Yeah, Praveen, Shiva here.
Yeah, Shiva, tell me, how are you? Hello? Your voice is not audible.
Okay, just a minute.
Friends, any more doubts?
Hi, Praveen.
Yeah, hi. Yeah.
Mahesh here.
Okay, Mahesh.
You said about Nifty Bank, right? Like how to invest on that?
See,
Where?
simply what you can do is just you might having be some Demat account, right? Maybe some.
Yeah. I've opened Zerodha account.
Yeah, so simply what you can do is if PSU Banks has given a breakout, simply type PSU Bank base.
Okay.
You can see, right? Nippon India ETF PSU Bank base.
Oh, okay.
Just like stocks. See, that's why I prefer investing in ETFs are have much better options than mutual funds.
Okay.
Because this we can trade anytime, we can exit anytime, no entry, no exit, nothing.
Okay.
Even expense ratio is very less.
Okay.
In ETFs compared to mutual funds.
Okay.
Isn't it? If you want to redeem funds from your mutual funds, then you have to tell to your concerned AUM, right?
Yeah.
Then only your mutual funds can be redeemed, or you have to redeem online. Same day it can't be reflected in your account. But here same day it will be reflected in your account. And you can see the performance in the charts also. See, I'm basically a technical type of guy, because I believe in what I see in my charts. If the chart is telling me to buy, I will go for buy. If the charts is telling me to sell, I will sell. But
Okay.
mutual funds, all such things, I can't keep a track record, right? They are investing in so much of many companies.
Yeah.
But if you see the performance in the past 10 years, how many mutual funds has given good returns? Apart, if you leave this 1 year, right? Because all the stocks have performed very well.
Yeah. I mean that we can claim for tax benefit. So the only the for
Yeah,
that
the
purpose.
tax benefit, that is okay. That
Yeah.
I understood. ELSS, equity linked
Yeah.
savings scheme. If you
Yeah.
invest in that, there is a lock-in period of 3 years where
Yes.
you can
Yes.
happily generate 14 to 15%.
Yes.
For tax point of view, it's okay. But for
Yeah.
investment points of view, from my point of view, it's purely no for me.
Yeah.
Because I have better instruments where I can get more returns.
Yeah. So compared to EPF, VPF, that is better, right? Mutual
Yeah,
fund.
ETFs is far better now because I told you, right? ETFs has less expense ratio.
Yeah.
First thing. Next, it can be traded just like stocks. You can
Yeah.
monitor anytime. If you want to
Okay.
withdraw, click on sell button.
Okay.
All the holdings will be sold out in a matter of
Yeah.
seconds.
Okay.
No need to approach anyone.
Okay.
So when everything is there in your fingertips, why to go with other instruments?
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Any more doubt, friends?
Praveen, can you hear me now?
Yeah, but your voice is breaking something. Okay, continue. Please continue.
It's not at all audible.
Yeah, it's quite okay.
Okay. Praveen, Shiva here. Actually,
Yeah, okay, Shiva.
you have compared Nasdaq 100 with Nifty 500, right?
Okay.
What would be if we compare Nifty Bs?
Yeah, see, I told you, what I told in this session, that there are 3 instruments. There are 3 safe bets. First one is your Nifty ETFs. Next is your Nifty bank Bs. Somebody is talking, please mute. First one is your first instrument which I talked about is Nifty ETF. Next is Nifty. In order to, whenever we see a sector breakout, it's better to go with Nifty bank Bs or PSU bank Bs, because we don't have time. And if we don't have time, instead of focusing on the stocks, we have to focus on the basket of stocks, right?
No, Praveen, what my question is, you compared with
these two, yeah. See, both have performed good now in the last 1 year. So it's complete choice is up to you. You have 3 options. Either go with ETFs, either go with bank Bs or Nasdaq 100. So you have 3 opportunities. You can go with either of the two. Nifty bank Bs in the past 1 year, let's see the performance. Okay. Let's see the performance. Here in the past 1 year, it has almost doubled, right? From March to March. Isn't it, Siva?
Yes.
From 80 to 180. If you see the N100 from March it was quoting at 550. You can see the closing price above. Here you can see the closing price, right? It also touched 1,000. So it has also doubled.
Yes.
So what I mean to say is, there are a lot of investment opportunities in front of us. Just we have to increase our financial knowledge. That's it.
Yes.
Because I have shown you, right? Because Nifty, N100, Nasdaq 100, they are investing in top 10 IT companies of across the globe. Amazon, Google, Microsoft, they can't go bankrupt at all. So whenever I am coming to the markets, my first priority should be capital should be safe. At the same time, I should generate a decent return. Since you are in the markets from long time, Shiva, so 24 to 25% is quite acceptable, right? If you get it consistently.
Yes.
Sorry?
That is more than enough.
Yeah, that is more than enough. That's what I tell you. Because just forget about this last 1 year. People have gained like anything. But I'm talking about the consistency. Just imagine if somebody who has entered in the markets in the month of Jan, he has invested 10 lakhs. In March, his 10 lakh became 2 lakhs. So he will be thrown out of the market forever. Another person entered in March, and in 3 to 4 month times, his capital got doubled. So that is the importance of timing, right? So somebody asked me about the risk and reward. Risk is nothing but wrong timing, isn't
Correct.
it? Wrong
Yes.
timing means our portfolio will be in loss,
Mm.
and reward means right timing. Our portfolio will be in profits.
Yeah, coming to timing, now we have the Nifty PE as 42, correct?
Which one? Nifty
So,
Bs.
Nifty PE is at 42 right now.
Yeah.
So which is too high in the
See,
history.
there are two things, Shiva.
Yeah.
You know that first is about fundamentals and next is about technicals.
Yes.
So whenever we want to earn from the markets, there has to be a 360-degree analysis.
Yes.
Right? So if you
Yeah.
are looking at the fundamental analysis, P is quite high. Right?
Yeah.
But when you are doing technical analysis, you have to pay attention to India VIX also.
Correct.
When India VIX is climbing, okay, just for your information, I will show you this last slide, okay, then we can wind it off. India VIX, right? And display, go to charts. See, India VIX is nothing but a volatility index, okay, and you have to always compare it with Nifty because it's nothing but a fear and greed indicator. Okay, and there is always an inverse relationship, friends. Okay, so whenever the VIX is getting higher and higher, you have to be very, very cautious. See what happened in the March of March. There is a massive crash, right?
Yes.
But at the same time, see how VIX shoot up. In the recent 2 weeks, there is a massive crash in the markets, right? And see how VIX is shooting up again. Isn't it?
Correct.
So being an investor and a trader, we should always keep an eye on India VIX also, apart from PE. Because PE you will get after end of the day or end of the week. Here you will get in live market.
Correct. I think VIX also high.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Now VIX is too high. See, from the past 2 weeks, you can see market is crashing like anything. At the same time, VIX is also climbing up. So if VIX is climbing up, what does it imply? It implies that we have to be cautious.
So what you suggest to new investors who want to
So my
invest?
suggestion is, don't, if you are holding positions, even if you are, and if they are not good stocks, better to exit. Okay, but don't make a fresh entry as of now.
Correct.
If you are holding the stocks, then hold, don't add, because we don't know till where it can crash.
Yes.
And again, if you see a VIX of 70-80 levels, then there is a high probability that it can come down to 7,000 or 8,000 again. So I will wait for more time now, because patience is the key here. I told you, right? 80% of the money is made in 20% of the time. We should not time the markets. Nobody is that much expert. Even if you do algos, and even if you use robotics, if you use artificial intelligence, then also I can't time the market.
Correct.
Isn't it? So better to wait and watch. Don't make any fresh investments. But this is the time to invest in ETFs. I told you, right? In stocks, buy high, sell higher. In ETFs, buy low and sell higher. That's it.
Yes.
Any more? Yeah. Any more queries, friends? If you have any more queries, then you can personally ping me, right? If no queries, then we can wind it off. Hello? Yeah, I think no queries. Okay, friends, thanks for giving your time. I think I have done a bit of justice to your time. Okay. At least if I have done 1% justice to your time, then I will be quite happy. Okay. Right. Okay, friends. See you. Take care. Happy trading. Be patient. Don't over leverage. Okay. And don't invest at one go. Okay. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks everyone for attending the webinar. If you have any doubts, then feel free to reach us. Take care. Bye.